Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Okay, everybody, guys and gals, and whoever else, let's talk about the S&P 500. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we're looking at the weekly chart. Why are we starting with the weekly chart? What the heck is going on? Why would we do that? December 1st. It's about 30 minutes after the future market has closed. You can see the closing price today was 4507.5. So why are we looking at the weekly chart? What is going on there? You want to know why? Because everybody's going to start looking at the weekly and the monthly. Because the daily has been blasted, destroyed, crushed. It's screaming for its mommy. Yeah. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I said watch out below. But what I don't do on this channel is every day put out crash, 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 crash for a month, months, weeks, and months on end, just for clickbait. Now, I don't do that. Okay, even for my premium members, I don't put out trade alerts every day. Okay, I only put them out when I think there's legitimate trades there. Because on this channel, I try to keep it real. Okay? In front of you is a splash screen, $5.99 a month. Okay? I made it that affordable price so that everybody could join. Okay? I'm making it any cheaper. I'm giving it away. Today alone, I had several people comment and message me, both on the Discord server as well as some of the comments in my YouTube channel that you're on now. And some people made tens of thousands of dollars today. Tens of thousands. Okay? In a moment here, I'll show you my position. My position was much smaller than that, but I still made a nice profit today. Okay? So people making a lot of money. Now, we don't get these kind of big days every day. Okay? But we still make money on this channel because we try to do accurate analysis and keep it real. All right? So take advantage of the membership while you can, because that's very inexpensive, guys. The price could go up. I've had a lot of people join. All right? All right, back to the video. So why are we looking at the weekly? Well, because let's look at this 50-week moving average, 4219. Is that plausible? You're doggone right it's plausible. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But I'll tell you this much. You see this little dip right back here? That was the September-October quad witching quarterly expiration deal. This event so far, the one we're looking at now, these two candlesticks, they make this look like child's play. Okay? Just the magnitude of this move is larger. It just is. Okay? Let's zoom in a little bit. I know that most of you are like, why isn't he showing the daily chart? Well, don't worry. Just hold your britches. We'll get to that. Okay? But we need to be looking at this. And I'm going to talk about that right there, that indicator in a moment or two. But look at this candlestick. Okay, what was it? It was 163. Okay, that one was 212. That was a big one. Okay? But these two candlesticks collectively together are huge. In other words, as I look at the magnitude of this move, I can tell it's bigger than anything that happened in here collectively. You might have this candlestick, which was 212, compared to this one over here, which was 163. So, and what was this one? 172. Okay. But I can just tell by looking at these two candlesticks, the magnitude of this move is so far, it's bigger. Okay? And heck, it's bigger going all the way back. All the way back. Okay? Now, it's not bigger than the pandemic, which is not on this screen. Let me back out a little bit more. Let me clean up the screen here a little bit. Okay, obviously it's not bigger than this, right? Like that one candlestick right there is huge. What is that, like 300? Oh, sorry, 458, right? So we don't have that kind of thing going on. We don't have several hundreds going on, okay? But it's bigger than this. So far, anyway, up to this point. Okay, we don't want to, as we say, we don't want to put the horse in front of the cart, right? I'm sorry, we don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, right? We don't want to put the cart in front of the horse. Okay, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But at this point, this move is looking pretty large. And the reason I'm looking at the weekly is because I think it's plausible that we'll get down into like one of these, at minimum, I think we'll get into one of these buffer zones. See how you got a little buffer here? Like that? You got this little buffer zone in here? Well, that's what I think we're going to get on this weekly. I think we're going to get something coming down in here, minimum, kind of like that. Okay? Let me zoom in a little more because it's hard to do it really small like that. All right, bear with me because this video is going to be a little bit longer than going to be kind of on the long side. Okay? So this is like this little buffer zone right here. All right? I think this magnitude is larger. Already it looks larger. Okay? So if we I mean, you know, not that this is anything super fancy, but if we just extended that a little bit, even if it just maintained the same buffer, okay, well, where does that put us in like a week or two? You know, I'm just guessing here, right? Who knows? Somewhere in there. 43.95. I said yesterday, I think it was yesterday's video, I said 4400s is very likely. Well, I think we could go through the 4400s. It's possible, and get below it into the high 4300s. Okay. And remember, this is a moving, a rising 50. I talk about this all the time. Don't start thinking that number right there is where we're headed. Okay, because it may be something like, you know, this could come down a little more this week, maybe just a little bit more. We'll see. Depends on how the hourly stuff goes or the daily stuff goes. Whatever. Let's just go to next week. Let's just say it kind of does one of those. I'm just throwing this out there. I don't really know. Whatever. Could get down to 42.19. Now, what do you know? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me look at this again. 42.93. My bad. 42.93. Okay, somewhere like right in there. We'll see if it gets down there. It could stop short and kind of get in this area, which would be 43.65. That one's like 43.65, like right in there. Okay, which would be just like the continuation of that kind of that buffer zone right in there. Okay, so I think 4,400, low 4,400s, yeah, could happen. Could come all the way down to this 50. We'll see. That doesn't happen a lot. We don't, you know, just I'm about to switch over to the monthly real quick, and then we'll look at the shorter time frames. But it doesn't happen a lot that we actually come down and touch the 50, right? I mean, you can see how it didn't touch there, it didn't touch there, right? It doesn't happen too often, but you know, you do get some, and you get some that absolutely violate it. This event here, I've talked about this event here back here before. This was 2018, where the quad witching continued. And you know what I think? It's not the same. The behavior is different. So, you know, we're not getting that same event, obviously, but we could get like something similar, just not exactly to the same magnitude. Whereas this one here absolutely penetrated through the 50 week. I think this one, it's got a decent chance of coming down to the 50 week and maybe coming through it a little bit. Okay? So just keep that in mind. You want to keep an eye on that. Now is the time to keep an eye on the 50 week, okay, or the weekly chart. And why? Because now, just before I switch to the shorter time frames, all of these indicators have been screaming divergence, and it's going down, going down, going down. And all we're looking for, guys and gals, is will this MACD separate? Will this baby separate? It's all it's trying to do it. Is it going to separate? Is the fast line and slow line beginning to show a gap? Are we going to start driving or sailing freighter ships up the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal or the Mississippi River? They like my river analogies, right? If it starts gapping like that, now it's more than watch out below. Okay? It's called bottom gun dropout. So that's what you want to keep for you traders, investors, whatever. I don't care if you're doing intraday, you're doing swing trades, okay, investors, whatever. Keep an eye on the weekly. You want to see if that MACD separates, okay? Because everything else is already screaming at us, telling us there's more to come, okay? But we're looking for the granddaddy indicator to give us a little bit of a clue. Do we get something like that? Do we start separating? If that starts happening, home ski. Okay, all right, switch over to the daily. No, let me switch over to the monthly, since we're on long time frames. Monthly. Okay, this hasn't closed in yet, right? So you can look at the monthly too, which, by the way, the monthly's also screaming at us. Weekly and monthly screaming at us. Screaming, saying there's more pain to come. I don't even like using the word pain. Okay? There's more opportunity. Okay? Because I trade long, short, you name it. All right? Okay. Now let's look at the daily. Hello. Hello. See that right there? That's what we're looking for on the weekly chart, guys. Even if you get like just up like in this, just a little hint. A little hint. You get a little hint like that. Okay, it starts separating. Oh yeah, I don't care what those algos do. Okay. You don't want to hear what I think about the Federal Reserve and BlackRock. Don't even get me going. Okay. Outright criminals. Criminals. These people are criminals. It's a travesty to the American way. Heck, to the global way. All right. I digress. Algos can't stop that, guys. The algos cannot stop this. They tried intraday. They couldn't. They hunt up and down. Go up there, find some stop losses up and down. Who cares? Let them do what they want. Don't just make accurate trades. If you want to know how to really do proper entries, okay, you need to pay for the $5.95, guys. Like I said earlier in the video, I can't give it away. If I make it any cheaper, I'm giving it away. Okay, $5.95, you can pay a whole year's worth. Think about it. What's 6 times 12? $72. That's a whole year's worth of premiums. Okay, seriously, it's dirt cheap. Okay, so if you want to know better entries and stuff, I share the hourly chart with the members. Okay, but on the weekly chart, guys, we're looking for that. Okay. All right, so this clearly violated the 50-day moving average, right? I mean, that's just clear, and this smells like 2018, man. It's just like I'm like trying to not get it too overly exuberant, you know. But as a trader, swing trader, and intraday trader, you know, it's hard not to get exuberant when I see these kind of things because I know there's a lot of profit. There's a lot of profit still to come, guys. And I don't care if this thing does some miraculous rebound. We'll profit on that too. Which is not likely looking at this monster. That's an absolute monster. Just write the word monster right here. You don't have to call it. You know what MACD stands for? Monster. It's the monster indicator. Yes, we may get a bounce. It's going to be nothing. Whatever it is, little bouncy. But look at this thing. It tried to scare some people. Oh, please. Please. Okay? Tried to scare people. That's all that is. I can tell you on the hourly chart with the premium members today on the Discord server, I talked to them about a channel. Okay? I'm not going to dive too deep into it. And it played out almost to perfection. Okay? I took advantage of it last night. All right, if you want those kind of things, pay for the $5.99. All right. This is I'm going to finish up the video with this. This is a major violation, guys. A major violation. And now that we're looking at the daily, don't these candlesticks just look at these candles? Let me just get this. Okay, this is a violation. Violated the 50. And just looking at these candlesticks right here in this circle, do they look anything like? You know, if you just look at like this group of candlesticks, which group looks more aggressive? I mean, you can even tell by the height of the circle, right? It's larger, correct? Look, I got an old line in here. Look at this magnitude right here. I'm sorry, amplitude. Okay? And look at this amplitude back over here. Which one looks bigger? I mean, it's easy to tell, right? This amplitude here is bigger. This, I talked about this yesterday. This wave is bigger. Okay, let's squeezy it up. Squeezy it up. You like my English? Squeezy it up. Okay, let's talk about for the uninitiated. What do we got going on here? Okay, that's the summertime. La da 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 da. Oh, what do you know? A real wave. Oh, real wave. Instead of a half wave stuff. Okay. Amplitude. amplitude. I know you electronic engineers, you radio wave engineers, those are involved in radio waves, and okay, they already know what this is right here. Okay, that's a wave, and there's an amplitude associated with the wave, the height of the wave. These we call half waves. They're just half waves. Okay, well, guess what? We're starting a full wave. We've now officially cracked through the baseline, and we're starting the second half of this wave. I don't know how far it's going to come down. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to do this what I'm drawing now. I'm just giving you wave theory. It might be shallower. It might do one of those, whatever. Okay, wave theory. The market follows wave theory, guys. It just does. There's no getting around it. Okay, and this bad boy right here, the MACD, it's a thing of beauty. When we see this is a thing of beauty. Okay? So, all you want to know, what do I think? Well, I already talked about it. We can't look at the daily for anything at this point. I mean, you can draw your, I'm not going to draw them. Well, you want to do your Fibonacci retracement stuff on your charts, go for it. I don't put a lot of faith in Fibonacci retracement, guys. I'm not saying it doesn't play its part, it does. But okay, if you want to know about potential support, well, there's one like right there, and there's one like right there. Okay, you know, you could look at this one right here. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry about the line. That one right there. This one right here is low 4400s. You know, this one's like whatever. Let me put the mouse on it. 4320. Okay, I don't like giving prices. You know why I don't like giving prices, guys? Because then traders freak out and say things like, it never got to that price, you're wrong. You know what that tells me? And I don't want anybody to take personal offense, but it shows that they lack maturity as a trader. Okay, I don't trade based on prices. Because they will deceive you. Everybody has to have a price. And I said this, I haven't talked about this in a long time. I'm going to talk about it here. I know the video is long, but it's worth it. Okay? I don't trade based on prices because they deceive you. And people get locked into prices, and then they're anxious about waiting for the whatever product they're trading, in this case S&P 500 futures or options on futures or whatever you're trading, the SPY, okay, whatever else. Okay? The inverse stuff, the ETFs, which I don't like ETFs, I won't get into it right now. Okay? But I don't trade based on price because then you get locked in. Oh, I got to have that price. I got to have that price. No, man. No. Okay? We have so many other things that help us out. Cycle analysis, which, by the way, that daily cycle ends, as I talked about the middle of December. Okay? Or this one here. I'm sorry. This is the middle of December. This one right here. Or this one over here is about Christmas Eve. Okay? So we use cycle analysis. We use technical indicators, fast ones. We look at divergence. That's what the dots are. Okay? That's what we look at. Yes, we use trend lines and other geometrical shapes. Those are far more reliable than setting some screwball price that doesn't get met half the time. And then 90% of the traders and investors get upset. Okay, that's why I don't talk about price. I mean, today I did, but I don't like doing it. Don't trade based on that. Just don't do that to yourself. Okay? Don't do it to yourself. Get that junk out of your mind. You have to think completely different to be a profitable trader. All right? Now, if you're a seasoned trader and you use price points and that's working for you, don't change it. Heck, man, don't fix something that's not broken. Okay? All we're talking about on this channel is how do we become profitable a lot more than not. You will take losses, and anybody out there on YouTube channels telling you, not showing you their profits is not worth watching. And if they're not showing you their losses, they're not worth watching, in my humble opinion. They're not. They put out videos and talk about technical trading and they never show anybody any trades. Oh my gosh, give me a break. Grow a pair. Prove that your technical analysis means something. Okay, in this channel, today I showed my profit. All right, that's it, guys and gals. I think we're in for a lot more down. Okay, I think that if you just want some basic numbers, fine. Draw your lines down here for some support. Okay, but don't get too caught up in support, man. Just watch your technical indicators, man. That weekly chart for the MACD, if it rolls over and spreads out anything like we talked about right here, it starts getting some gap in there. Oh my gosh, man, this is going to become a monster event. This thing is right on the brink of being a monster event. Don't get freaked out about prices, okay? Become a member and you'll get more accurate entries and exits, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I just give my opinion. You saw the disclaimer at the beginning, so nobody cry me a river, okay? Just join, get on the Discord server, join the rest of the community. It's growing day by day. We got some really good traders on there. People made a lot of money today, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And click that little bell because you'll be notified of all the videos I put them out. All right, talk to you all real soon again next time.